Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Currently sitting in the captain's chair of the helicopter that we built last episode. And, well, we've got some more building to do, but it's not actually going to be over here today. What are you guys doing over here? Get lost. But yeah, we're not going to be building here today because I've started to run out of some key supplies that I really need. And well, I think it's time that I start building something that I've been putting off for a pretty long time. So, why don't we hop in the helicopter, start her up, and let's fly on over to our next destination. Yes, we're back to our city here. I put down a lot of pumpkins and melons because, well, today we're going to be building a villager trading hall, and obviously we need pumpkins and melons to get some emeralds, so got a lot of work to do for sure. I think we need to mark out some places where we want to build things, and then we can go ahead and get started doing that. So I kind of want to have a little bit of fun with the villager trading hall. I don't want to just kind of be like a boring room with like bunch of villagers lined up. First, I want to make a grocery store, and that's where it's going to house all like the farmer villagers where I can trade to get emeralds or golden carrots, whatever else I need. And I think it's going to be a really fun build. I can already think of like a ton of different details that we can put into it to make it kind of like a fun little grocery store. Definitely going to have lots of farmer villagers in there to trade with, so that way we can get our emeralds up, get our money up, and then we can work on trading for some of those other valuable items from the other villagers. So looking out from the top of the building here, it's clear that we're going to have to clear out a little bit of room here in the middle, cut down some of these birch trees, flatten out the land a little bit, and then we can get started building our grocery store. In the meantime, I'm going to also be harvesting those pumpkins and those melons. And oh yeah, in addition to the grocery store, we also need to build a villager breeder because a lot of the villagers that I had originally here have wandered off or died or something. I don't know what happened to them. So we're gonna need to build a villager breeder so we can keep some villagers in stock and ready to go when we need them. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna build them here in the apartments. I just need to work on finishing up these apartments here. I've got beds in all these now. I just need to work on decorating it, making it all nice and pretty in here, and then blocking off their exit so that way they can't wander off again. So I'm gonna work on, I think, this villager breeder first, and we can get the villagers going, and then we'll work on the grocery store next. And just like that, the first floor is complete. Take a look. Got this cute little shared kitchen area, complete with a fridge and a little dining table here. And then we got a little shared sitting area over there, and each one of these bedrooms is decorated, and I tried to make each one a little bit unique, a little bit different from the other ones, to kind of give them just a little bit more character. This guy right here, he's more of a reader type. So yeah, each one of these is done, and now I've got to do the next floor still, so I'm going to take care of that now. And this floor is now done. This is a simpler design than the bottom floor. This one's just got kind of like a living room area with a TV, and again, I kind of decorated each room a little bit unique to each other room, and I gave each one a little carpet outside their front door. I thought that added a nice little touch. And well, I actually also did the roof section too, so take a look on up here. We have just this nice little outdoor area for the villagers to hang out in. And I also am adding in some carrots in this carrot farm, so that way they can have a farmer villager who can provide all the food, so that way the villagers can breed. So, next step is to bring the villagers in, and then we can move on to the next project. These guys are certainly going to cause an issue, aren't they? I should probably take care of them first. Let's take them out. There you are. Stay out. Should probably drink this before transfer these villagers. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think I have some villagers over here somewhere. Well, there's one. Just gotta find one more. But I think what the plan is, we're going to lay some track down from here over to there, that little staircase I built along the edge, and we'll plop them on into the apartments over there. So let's just lay down some of this track, and then we'll bring the villager over afterwards. Alright, let's go get the villagers now. There's those other villagers that we were missing. Okay, this guy is down here, and he's gonna have to come upstairs eventually, right? So I think what my plan is maybe... Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. I need a rail. Try to trap him on this cart here. We'll see. Wait for him to come on up. Oh, maybe. How could you? I'm a little impatient though, so maybe I can convince him to walk upstairs. Come on. Oh! Ah, villagers are just so fun to transport, aren't they? Oh boy. Let's try again. Aha! I got you now. Alright, let's get him over there. And off he goes, but I think he's going to need a little bit of an extra push, so why don't we give him a little bit of an extra push. Alright, give him the push up the hill. Oh my god. I didn't know these furnace carts were so powerful. Anyways, that's one villager in here. We just need one more, and I think what the plan is hopefully get him to claim one of these composter job sites up here so that he can start growing carrots, and then he can start passing those out to other people. And then we have a self-sufficient villager breeder here. Aw, look at them going to hang out together, sorta. Well, they both walked up to the roof at least. The good news is they're both farming villagers now, which means they both selected these composters as their job sites, and they'll start farming away up here to get this carrot farm up and running, and then hopefully have enough leftover carrots after that to feed the rest of the villagers. And with all that villager transportation out of the way now, I think it's time we start clearing out this area for the grocery store. But first, maybe we should collect some of those melons and pumpkins, because it looks like they've pretty much all grown up. So, down we go. I've been collecting these every once in a while I was putting in some of those little details, and it's actually been quite a big haul so far of pumpkins and melons. I mean, check out... I've already got almost 4 stacks of pumpkins. I've got 2.5 stacks of melons, and, well, the melons went in a little later, so that's why I have some more pumpkins. But it's kind of crazy how quick these things grow. I definitely want to get this automated as soon as possible because, walking around like this, well, it is, kind of quick. Not the funnest thing in the world to be able to go do. Alright, and I just put those away, and look, they're already starting to grow back. It's crazy. I don't want to be doing this manually forever, so yeah, definitely want to be adding an auto pumpkin and melon farm here soon, but first let's get the grocery store in. And to do that, we're gonna have to clear out a whole bunch of these trees and flatten out this terrain a little bit so that way we have enough room for this grocery store. I think I like the idea of it being somewhere maybe like over here, not directly next to pedal power over there, but not very far away. Maybe like room for a building here in the middle. So let's get started chopping these trees down and clearing out the space, and then we will work on the grocery store next. Well, well, looks like I found myself a new friend. Name you Banana Muffin. Come on, bud. Come on up. Taking in the view, I see. Beautiful lighthouse, which appears to be broken again. I think it's time for bed, buddy. Come on. Go on. I get through with this carpet here? Wow. Good to know. So now I've taken out all of the carpets that go into each of the doorways, so the villagers should be able to get to their beds now, which hopefully means that pretty soon we'll start getting baby villagers. Okay, so I've had a little bit of trouble trying to decide where to put this grocery store down because it's kind of got a large footprint. It's 40 blocks wide, and so I thought about putting it here in this kind of area, but it kind of just takes up the whole middle and doesn't really leave many paths to go around. So then I thought about maybe along the edge over here on this side, but I didn't really like the... I'd have to do a lot of terraforming there to flatten that out. So I thought about maybe back here, but I didn't really like how out of the way it was. And so I think I'm finally settled on over here. This area. I'll have to do a little bit of terraforming, raise the ground up a little bit, but I extended the path here, and I think that after I did that, it kind of gave me an idea of where the grocery store could go, and I think along this area over here is a really good spot for it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear out some of these trees. I'm going to level out this terrain a little more, and then we can get started building after that. Oh, look at that. We got our oh. Hopefully that's not an issue. Don't do that again, little guy. Oh, come on. All right, I've cleared out the trees from the area and started filling it in with dirt, but I've realized this thing takes a whole lot more dirt than I thought. It's kind of crazy how much dirt I've been using so far, and I feel like I barely even put a dent in it. So, yeah, this is gonna take a while. And as I'm going through this, I'm really starting to wonder why I'm even filling all this in, because there's a really decent chance that I'm gonna be putting like a basement of some sort into this building, and I'm just gonna have to dig this all up later. But I guess it's for the integrity, you know? I want to make it look nice. And about one full shulker box of sand later, and we are nice and flattened here. I even did a little bit of terraforming, just kind of smooth the terrain out a little bit. It's entirely too uniform still. I'm going to have to work on fixing that up a little bit, but I think it's good enough for now for us to put the building down and get started with that. Yeah, I needed some concrete, so made a big old tower. I like the view from up here, though. Pretty nice. Now, why don't we do this building in a time lapse? Let's do it. I had a nickel for every time I had to build one of these towers to make more concrete. I probably have like 5 nickels. It's a lot more than I wanted. Anyways, I'm really happy with the way that this is turning out. I mean, the color scheme is phenomenal. I think the trim up top looks really great. So one thing with concrete is that it doesn't really have a lot of detail or anything like that. So you really got to add detail on your own. So yeah, this thing's coming out nice. It's definitely got a lot more details that we can add on to, but we can work on that. I really want to also start on the interior because I got a lot of fun ideas for that, a lot of fun little details, and I think it's going to be really fun, so I'm excited. I want to get started on that. And it looks like our villager breeder is officially working. We have a cat now, which means that there's enough villagers up in there to consider it a village. I don't know, maybe some iron golems will start spawning in, not sure, because it should be pretty safe up there. There's no chance of any zombies or anything spawning up there, so I don't know if they'll actually call any in, but it's good to know that it's working. They're making villagers out there. And I think we can add some extra detail above the windows here. Give it a little bit of an overhang. Yeah, I like the way that this looks here on the window. So I think I'm going to duplicate that on the other windows and then probably wrap it around the rest of the building too, just to give it a little more dimension. It's kind of square and not very busy right now, so I want to give it a little more detail on the sides and back as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Banana Muffin really wants to go into the flower shop. Go on in. Go on in. Alright, you're stuck in there now. Alright, let's take a look, see how it looks. Yes, I think that gives it a lot of nice detail there. This area is still pretty blank, but I think maybe we can do like some banners. So I gotta come up with a name for the grocery store. I don't know yet, but I'll think on it while we do some of these other details. Let's start with the flooring, and I don't know, I think maybe like a dark flooring would look good in here. So I think I'm gonna put in dark oak wood on the floor and see how that looks. Here's the part where I'm tearing out that dirt I just put in. Of course, to use dark oak wood, I need to have dark oak wood, and I am just completely out. Oh my goodness. You don't sleep for one night. Look at this. So many creepers. What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creepers? I'm gonna have to take care of this. Alright, let's put this flooring in. Yes, I like that a lot. I like how the dark floor contrasts with the light walls. I think that's gonna make it really good, and then I can make the shelves light again. I could use something, probably not white though. Maybe like birch or something like that. We'll see what we decide. Whoa! Surprise outfit change. Why do we have a new outfit on? Well, because the build is done. And I've got a name for it. This is Meal Market. I used the alliteration of the M and the M, kind of matches up with pedal power over here with the P's. And more importantly, this is the right number of letters to be perfectly centered here on this wall right here. Now, before I go in and show you guys all the details, I do have some more exciting news. And that is our server is officially on 1.21, which is super exciting. I want to take advantage of all the new features that we have, and definitely want to go looking for some new doggies very soon. But that means for now, we're going to have to be playing a little more vanilla because some of the mods and data packs that we have on our server, well, they're not upgraded to 121 yet, so we're going to have to wait on that. So until then, we can't use the armor stands mod and the invisible item frames. So some of the details inside are incomplete, and we'll get around to finishing those off once our data packs are up to date for 1.21. Now with that little bit of news out of the way, let's get on with the tour, because I'm wearing my official Meal Market uniform, and I want to show you guys around. Starting here at the very front, before you even come inside, there's some carts out here for your convenience, of course. Take inside and go shopping for whatever you need. Coming on inside, immediately you're greeted by our excited employees at the registers. They're just jumping for joy, ready to greet you when you walk in. We'll start off on the left side, and we just have some shelving here. It's a little kind of like advertisement here on the edge of the shelf. And if you come all the way around, you're going to be at the meat department. And this is where all the different kind of meats and stuff are laid out. And we have an employee back here working, ready to give you some meat from inside the cold case if you need it. Now, right now, there's nothing in here, but this is one of those things that with the armor stands, I'll be putting fish inside of these to make it look a little more realistic. I think it'll leave it like a really cool effect. Same thing over here, I'll be placing more different kinds of meats on this ice table right here. But in the back here, we have some more shelves, and this is going to actually be the freezer section. It's going to require some more armor stands and stuff like that, but I'll put some glass on the front here and put some items inside on some item frames, and it'll look really, really cool, I think, once it's done, but we got to wait on that a little bit too. This is the other side of the registers, by the way. So when you're ready to check out, you just put your stuff up here on the conveyor belt, and the cashier will scan it at the register and bag it up for you to go. Back here at the bakery, we have another employee working faithfully back here, baking up some cakes, baking up some bread. And more of the items will be displayed here on these tables. And then finally, we have the produce section over here, where you can get some fresh produce. Go. Now that's not everything, but that is the facade of the build, because downstairs we have a little bit of a secret, and I want to show you guys. If we go through the employees only door, you can see there's two ways, and well, upstairs this is just like the employee break room pretty much. This is where employees can clock in for work. And then over here is the manager's office, where he can get some work done and watch over the store while he's doing it. But downstairs is where the magic happens, and you can probably hear them. But downstairs, well, this is for management only. Any employees not allowed in here, otherwise they may have the same fate as these guys in here. Stuck for life behind a 1 block wide hole. And these are all master farmers, so I can trade pumpkins with them to earn emeralds, and this is pretty much going to be how I earn all my emeralds for any other villager trades and stuff that I need. Down here, it's empty right now, but I will be putting in an automatic pumpkin and melon farm. One right here, one over there a little bit underneath that wall. And it will hopefully generate enough pumpkins and melons to be able to trade with all of these people. If not, there's, more space that I can expand to create more automatic farming areas. But yeah, I'm super excited with how this all turned out. I have 19 total villagers in here, so that should definitely be more than enough for trading and everything like that. But these guys are kind of driving me crazy with all their talking, so I'm gonna get out of here. And while I was getting this build all set up, our zombie piglin friend Banana Muffin was taking a stroll around the store and checking out all the new stuff, and it was pretty funny. I wanted to show you guys a few clips of that. Look who I found in here. Banana Muffin, browsing the shelves, doing a little bit of shopping. The new grocery store that just opened up on the block. She's so excited for it. Ah, you need something from the meat department. What can I get you, Banana Muffin? Oh, you're putting in hours at the bakery, I see. Very good. Please get off the register. Don't talk back to me. Well, guys, if you made it this far, I want to thank you so much for watching. This build took a little bit longer than I anticipated, so this video is coming out a little later than I wanted it to. But I think it was well worth it. I'm really proud of how this thing turned out, and I hope that you like it too. Now, I've got one more fun surprise before I let you guys go, and, well, I actually made a commercial for Meal Market. And it was a lot of fun, and I want you guys to check it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let's roll it. Come on down to Meal Market, located right next to Paddle Power. We just opened, and our prices are so low, it'll make you want to explode. Our meat is delivered fresh from the farm straight to our store every day. What do you mean we shouldn't show them the cow crusher? What's the point then? Our produce is farmed fresh daily by our loyal, unpaid interns looking to gain that real-life work experience. Our staff is just jumping for joy waiting to meet ya. But don't take my word for it, just ask our loyal customer. The camera's over here, buddy. The camera's over here. So come on down to Meal Market. Our first 30 customers get a free shopping cart worth of goodies. We'll see you here. Come on down to Meal Market, located right next to Powder Power. Just open, and the price... Come on down to Meal Market. Oh, shoot. I forgot what I was going to say. Hang on. And our prices are so low, it'll make you want to explode. That took so much longer than I thought it would.